talked to my coach and I was like, oh, I just signed up to this TDS race, looks pretty cool. He's like, oh, you know that's like different and you know that some people say it's harder. And then that's when I was probably like, oh yeah, holy shit.
It's seen as this prestigious race.
When you get over there and you're like, oh my God, it's really hard. It's very hard.
It's the mecca of trail running.
It hit home pretty quickly that we'll be running a lot of these things.
Respect the mountain, we love the mountain, we hope you're gonna love it the way we love it. Respect it, and respect each and every one you're gonna see on your way. Remember that
Is that the point where you knew you were running the streets of Chamonix?
Yeah, fuck. That was, I guess I'm really curious of like what's on the other side of your perceived limitations. You learn so much about yourself, but then also, you know, making my family, you know, proud of what we're doing. So.
How are you? You going for a run?
Yeah, not yet. We're gonna go for a run soon.
Oh, okay. Is it nice weather over there?
Yeah, it's epic.
Oh no.
It's like a little bit fresh in the morning, but then gets to like 30 during the day.
Oh wow, I'm gonna be shopping for you. Can you see us?
Yeah.
It was probably a few years ago, Benny had this dream of doing a UTMB event, and I know he's been collecting stones through doing numerous events over the years, and when he finally got into TDS, he gave me the message. He's like, Matty, I'm going to need your help. We had a plan for the week of the race, but Benny being Benny, he just did way too much.
3 passes, please.
Yeah.
Back to Italy we go.
Minutes, 10 degrees. Doesn't get much better than that, eh? Woohoo!
I had full belief that Benny could do it, but there's also doubt in my mind, and I feel like doubt as a driver as well.
Down until 8 and coming back.
I had to believe. I think there is a bit of naivety within it, but at the end of the day, you've got to believe that you get to that finish line, you know?
You have some idea of how hard it's going to be, and you have the plan and all that kind of stuff. And
you can plan and plan and plan, but not everything's going to go to plan. It's how you solve in the moment. There's only so much research you can do until you actually get there.
phone with Live Run app. Need to do that. Personal beaker bottles. Whistles on the pack. Bandage somewhere that I've got. Jacket there. Long-legged trousers or race leggings. ID, passport card.
Hello. Is it your first time?
Access the areas along the race, the canyon.
So,
And this I will apply to the.
this is your bib. This is a famous ticket you can apply on your back in case you want to stop and have a rest during the race outside the bases, of course. So people will not wake you up thinking that something is wrong. You're simply taking some rest. Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a nice race.
Thank you. Hope so.
Bye.
Ciao. Sorted. Yeah, it's all coming to, I think. Start soaking it in soon, but until then, just trying to stay chill and not get too amped up, which is pretty hard.
There was this ambience within the house prior. You could almost cut the anxiety with a knife, but I think it was a mixture of anxiety and excitement.
I had the feeling of nervous but being excited. Whatever you've done has got to be good enough, whether it is or not. You're in the fight now, so buckle up.
You go down this chute,
The music's going.
everyone was there to cheer these runners on, and it was almost electric.
They're giving you that sort of race briefing.
You're just about to set up for this adventure with so much uncertainty. You just had to lean into it.
Obviously the elites at the front, they take off pretty quickly, and then from there you're just sort of following. Pretty hard to pass anyone along that area, and I guess looking back now you kind of want to be as close to the front of the pack as you can, because as soon as you start climbing it gets quite narrow and you're not really passing anyone, and it's like being in a traffic jam really. So you kind of get stuck behind whoever you're there and moving at that pace, but I was just settling in the pack. I wanted to work my way into the race, try and conserve as much energy as I can, and I knew that was pretty much straight into a climb, so just take that slowly and get into it and then build from there. I remember going around there and climbing up and just hearing people yelling out "Ali, Ali, Ali" and things like that, and I was like, it couldn't be runners, surely the runners are not doing that, so there must be people around. And then there was a road next to it, and I thought to myself, I was like, imagine if the boys got here, it'd be pretty cool. And literally turned around and you guys are there.
2,600 metres. He was weaving back and forth, and it was just 2,000 lights. Right. You couldn't pass anyone.
Yeah, we had a quick chat about where we'd see each other next, and we just got back on with the job. So it was, it's always good seeing your crew in races like this.
Do you need anything from
Okay.
Bro, doing well.
The
first initial was just like super stoked to see him, had a few words, shared some footsteps, and then we're like, yep, we'll see you in 20k at the first checkpoint. So coming in, I feel like it was like 6 a.m, so out of the first night into the first morning. Benny said to me as he was coming in, he's just like, I've never felt like this before, and I'm like, describe to me what you feel like, because I don't know what that means. And he's just like, it's my gut.
Fuck, feel that crook, eh? It's pretty sick on that first climb up the top. I don't know if it's altitude or what it was, but guts haven't been right since.
I guess this was my first indication that, yeah, something might be going on here.
That first checkpoint had everything kind of laid out and picked and grabbed what I needed to. But I just tried to take, 10-15 minutes just to regroup, and I came in feeling all right. I hadn't been able to take on too much fluids and nutrition leading up to it, but I was like, I'll overcome that, that'll be fine. But yeah, leading out of checkpoint and doing that climb in the heat, I just couldn't really take on too much stuff, and I don't know exactly when it kind of hit, but I think it just built up over a period of time and being in the heat. But yeah, I went downhill pretty quickly after that on that climb.
We want to check and see where Benny is. Yeah, we won't have any reception, I reckon. It was this beautiful peak. There was people there, families, big picnics and things like this. They're literally parking up there for the afternoon, waiting for their family member or loved one to come through, and the ambience was beautiful. It was like really nice. And then you get the phone call. Got some news in. Benny's at the medics. He's not feeling too good, so what we're going to do, he's got 4k to get to us. I'm just trying to see what he's saying, how he is, if we can get to him. But yeah, not good. It's frickin' hot. I can understand. I'll never understand, but yeah, not a good message to get when you get back into reception. But we'll see how he's going. We'll go find him.
I got to the top of that point, and they must have chopped it in like sort of a medic box / checkpoint area. There was a few staff sitting up there, and I just sat down. Obviously, it mustn't have looked that good because the medic came straight over to me. And I was, in all sorts. I was shaking and feeling pretty crook. So I sat down, and I think I must have fallen asleep or passed out, because I woke up to having a blanket over top of me and wrapped up. They said that I wasn't allowed to DNF at the top there. You had to go to the next checkpoint, which was 4k's down, plus 700 metres of descent. So it's pretty steep. Crawling down there, not feeling obviously the best, and hanging on to chains and all that jazz. It was grim.
Did the medics give you any meds?
Nothing. They just let me sleep for a bit, get me a blanket and stuff. Then just eat and drink. I'm like, okay, so I drink some water, fucking throw up. I'm like, I'm sick of fucking throwing up.
Yeah. He was wobbling into the checkpoint, and I'm like, holy shit, man, I've never seen Benny like this before.
I haven't eaten in 8 hours. My body's fucked. Proper shutting down.
I'm sick of feeling like shit. 60 k's in, so far to go. Like, how is that even possible?
Try and put some bread in this rank, so that's what we want. At least it's going down. Too dry? Alright, here we go. Yep, 2.
Almost 4 years ago, I had like a disc injury in my back. Had an MRI, went to a sports doc to get assessed. Yeah, he's just looking at my scans for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and he's like, mate, you need surgery. Giving him my background of what I had done in terms of running and lifting weights and things like that and playing rugby. He sort of said to me, like, that's kind of the end of that. That was a bit hard to listen to. But yeah, I didn't think I'd get back to where I am today. You know, in the lead up to this race, I was always pretty grateful to be where I was, and I knew that when I was over there, it was something that I had to keep in the back of my mind.
In his current state, I don't feel it's like great for him to continue.
I just thought that was it. I had nothing left.
I know Benny would push himself beyond, and I can't have that on my conscience to be like, this guy's pushed himself over the edge. So I was just like scared, but also realizing that if we think through this properly, we can get out of this problem. I know he's tough and he's this big burly guy, but at the end of the day, he's a mate who I want to see succeed. But I need to fix this right now.
Huh?
Keep going.
Maybe I just needed like the kick up the arse to get in there. I'm just lucky I got back on course when I did, because the sweeper was there, so I was dead last. I knew that we'd spoken about it. It was just next job, next checkpoint. It was 7:30 was the cutoff, I think, so I had 2 hours to get there. And I knew that I had to move quickly.
Fuck, we're back, baby. Made that last checkpoint in about 15 minutes, so restocked. You just see that everywhere, all over the course. How fucking beautiful is this? We're walking the streets of Chamonix. Let's go.
7:05. We swap 10:30. Let's go, big man.
Let's do it.
So we're at the 121k mark. We've got 27k to go, just under 2,000 elevation, which on any day is still enough, but we're well over 4/5 of the way there. This is the last stretch. Probably take him about 4 hours, probably take us about 20 minutes. So see you at the finish line.
I guess it's a journey from 9 months ago that we set out to do something, so it's all come together in, I guess, about a kilometre. 5 minutes of that feeling, euphoric feeling of just crossing that line. It's something that you think about, I guess, when you're training. But pretty sick, pretty proud to do that. Makes you want to do it again, I guess.
We've worked fucking so hard for this. Give us some love.
I guess from my point, I want to make sure that I say thanks to my crew for being there, I guess, because without you guys, it would have been a different story. To my wife at home, who supported through the whole 9 months. There's some long days, running and shit like that. So that's always tough on everyone, but it's definitely a team sport. And as much of a win for you guys as it is for me, I guess. I owe a lot of it to you guys, so thank you.
Definitely not.
Are you so happy?
Yeah. Glad that's over.
Are you guys beering now? Yeah.
No. Not yet.
Well deserved for everyone.
Fighting in the